Learning a second language takes time. Unlike some other subjects, you can't just start cramming a few weeks before your exams and hope to do well. There just aren't any shortcuts to learning a language. But there are ways to learn more efficiently. And in the end, learning smarter will make your life easier. So, I'm going to quickly share with you some ways to make your learning more efficient. These strategies are not rocket science, but they're important. Firstly, read, and read. There is no better thing that you can do to learn English than reading. Why? Because when you read, you learn vocabulary. That's new words that you can use. Words are the building blocks of a language. In the same way as a builder can't build a house without materials, you can't build up your comprehension, writing, and speaking skills unless you have words and you know their meanings. Here are some tips for learning vocabulary while you're reading. Firstly, find the right level of reading material for yourself. Here is an easy way to find that out. If there is about one word in every 10 that you're not sure of or you don't know, then what you're reading is about right, because you will be able to understand what it's about, but you will also be stretched a little to learn new vocabulary. Here's an example. Think of the word cardiologist. Here it is in a sentence. Dr. Yaqub is a famous Egyptian cardiologist who has done countless heart operations. By its context, you can make a pretty accurate guess that a cardiologist is a doctor who specializes in hearts. Sometimes, though, the sentence won't give you a clue. For instance, this sentence, I met a famous Egyptian cardiologist, doesn't tell you anything about the meaning of the word. That leaves you with one of two choices. Firstly, you can be lazy and ignore the word. But if you do that, you won't learn anything. Secondly, you can look it up in a dictionary. Now, until a few years ago, that meant leafing through the pages of a dictionary. But now things are much easier because we have dictionary apps on our phones. I recommend the free version of the Oxford Dictionary app. But depending on your phone's operating system, there is an even quicker way that I use. Hey Siri,
I'm listening.
Give me the meaning of the word cardiologist.
Cardiologist means a doctor who specializes in the study or treatment of heart diseases and heart abnormalities.
Honestly, what could be easier? Something else about reading and learning. You have to read a lot. That challenge puts some people off because they don't like reading very much, and the thought of having to spend a lot of time doing it discourages them from even starting. Also, they don't know where to start. If that's you, keep watching for another minute. Reading a lot doesn't mean you have to read a lot at a time. If sitting down to read for half an hour or an hour puts you off, then start with small amounts, say 10 minutes twice a day. That's not really enough, but it's a beginning. Schedule particular times to read and set reminders on your phone. You can also read on your phone while you're traveling, preferably not whilst walking or driving. There are lots of free news and magazine apps. You just need to do a little bit of exploring to find the ones that interest you. And then those little bits of reading that you're doing regularly will quickly add up and help you improve your English. So, to quickly recap, read a lot, even if it's small amounts a number of times a day. That includes weekends and holidays, okay? Schedule your reading. Choose texts where there are new words, but not so many that it makes reading unpleasant. And look up the meanings of new words. Go for it.